But right now I want to take us back more than a year ago, as it has been more than a year since the October 7th massacre. And the sharing of testimonies of survivors from that dark Saturday, it's still as crucial as ever. One Israeli NGO created a virtual reality program to recreate and tell the stories of 5 survivors. The program is called Survive to Tell, Be the Witness, and it was developed by Israel Is. To talk more about this latest technology, I'm joined by the CEO of Israel Is, Nimrod Palmach. Nimrod, thanks for being with us this evening. First, if you could just walk us through how this technology works. It's an immersive experience of survival.
Thank you. So many museums around the world understand the power of storytelling and technology. And basically, after my own experience in Kibbutz Be'eri on October 7, while I'm taking part in the liberation of the kibbutz, I'm standing in front of these atrocities and this enormous day that I've been through. And I just asked myself, what can I do? How can I share this story better? And that's how we connected this idea of gathering testimonies and allowing students in America, or basically everywhere in the world, to be present with us on October 7 at the site. Now, this is a very game-changer tool in war of advocacy or getting hearts closest to us.
This is, I have to believe, an incredibly powerful and emotional program as well, as it transports people to the horrors of that day. So what has been some of the response that you've heard from people that go through this emotional experience?
We all understand that there is a huge combat now in campuses about the hearts of students. Now, unfortunately, pro-Palestinian sides are doing really good work in getting people closer and closer to false narratives. And what happens here is you can actually, again, you can be an eyewitness. That's why we call it be the witness, be active. And when you hear testimonials, not only you get attached to them, but you are in the site with them. It really gets your heart close and it draws empathy. So most of the reaction we hear are people being in shock, have no idea that this would happen to this kind of magnitude. And they just want to ask more questions. They want to dialogue more and they want to engage more. And that's exactly what we want them to do.
And Nimrod, right now there's 5 stories that people have the possibility to really experience. So how did you as a team decide on these 5 stories to tell, these 5 individuals?
We just looked for a variety of stories, and unfortunately we had many to take and to choose on. We chose 2 girls from the Nova Festival. One, her name is Milet. The second one, she's Ethiopian Jew. Her name is Mazal. Both different stories, but really, really intense and awful. And some of them has sort of happy ending. We chose Ophir Engel, a young kid that was kidnapped to Gaza while he was 17 and released while he was 18 from Gaza. And we chose Remo Salman El-Ozel, a Muslim police officer. We wanted to show the diversity in Israel. We wanted to show how we really coexist in Israel. And the 5th one is my own story. As an activist story, I don't see myself as a victim. I had a weapon. I took a weapon from a wounded soldier and I engaged to battle. And that's what we want to bring. We wanted to bring a whole story, like an ecosystem of what's happening in Israel.
That's really so powerful and impactful, especially on these college campuses right now with, as you mentioned, the rise in anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism and anti-Jewish sentiments, truly. And so with this now, exactly, if people are curious, how can they find it themselves and possibly see some of this and engage in this virtual reality experience?
We are in a lot of places, but basically go on Instagram, look for Survive to Tell. You can go online to the Israel Is website or Survive to Tell website, and it's easy to connect us, to find us. People can connect me via LinkedIn. And listen, again, we have really high ambitions. We want to reach 10,000 students next year. We want to get to 500 campuses. We want to create a change in the younger generation. We all believe that they are the next leaders of America. By the way, not just America, other countries as well, the UK, Australia, Canada, and others. And we want to invest in these next leaders.
Nimrod Palmach, thank you for sharing this incredible program that you and your team has been able to develop and really shape those young minds. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Shabbat shalom.